Hey guys, what's going on? Tyrauku here, and I hope you're all doing great. And I hope that if you opened up some ancient shards or tried pulling for Sishia, I hope you had some very good luck. Today, I've actually been away from Raid really for the past, I guess, 3 days now. So if you're in the Discord group, you'll know Friday I actually went into the hospital with my wife. She's 33 weeks pregnant, and she was having some signs that, hey, the baby may be coming soon. Well, we got to the hospital in time. Luckily, they're able to delay that, and we actually got sent home today. So we're back in here, and I'm back into doing some raid videos for you guys. And to my surprise, it was just in time as well, because look at this tournament. As some of you may or may not know, I have a history, I guess you could say, with champion training tournaments. Now, this is not to say this is 100% a champion training tournament, but based on my professional experience with these tournaments, I would say this probably is. So it's Plarium's 12th anniversary tournament. They're probably wanting a big birthday present from us all. And the best way to get a big birthday present from all of your players is to give them the chance to win, aka to whale out on a very good champion, which is Draco. And Fane isn't even that bad of an option. Much better than the Jingle Hunter that I won back in December. So develop your champions and win amazing rewards in this extra special anniversary tournament. So I'm going to assume, this is all assumptions, and basically this whole video is going to be an assumption with this Draco tournament in mind. However, this can be used for anything in the future, like any champion training tournaments that you really want to win. Now, I assume the first place prize is going to be Draco. Second place prize is probably going to be Fane. Now, if this is not champion training, I don't know what else it could be, but I think this is a pretty good guess. Developing your champions, who knows what else it could be. Now, a few weeks ago, well, actually, no, a few months ago, I actually made a video that said start now or regret later. Basically, what it was saying is that based on the schedule, I guess, that Plarium's had with doing tournaments where champions were the first place prize, they've had Madame Ceres, they've had Skull Crusher, they've had Sir Nick. I almost forgot about that. Sir Nick is the first place prize. I think Alessandra. They've done quite a few where the champions were the first place prize. Now, that video, I kind of talked about some things you need to save up. Now, obviously, this is too little too late. If you haven't saved up since then, it's going to be difficult for you to compete. Now, what I want to go over in this video, and it may come back to bite me, but hopefully it gives the most of you the best chance to win as possible. Also, this portal just went blue, so hopefully you got your Sishia when it was not blue. So what I want to talk about is how you can level your champions. I got a few Reddit articles I want to share with you guys, some resources that hopefully help you out. If you enjoy this content, if you want to win Draco, let me know down below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. So going into champions, the preparations that I've made were pretty significant, I guess. Now, this isn't realistic for most players. Most players, you're going to need, obviously, to level up your champions as you progress. You're not going to be able to save up this many 5-star level 1s. But I've saved up. Okay, this is going to be my food. Visix, she was on the chopping block to be food. But we got the dupe system coming soon, you know? And she's actually got buffed, so they're all safe. But all these are food. All these are 5-star level 1 champions, okay? Now, we have some level 40s that are ready to roll. They're ready to be taken up to 5-star. I haven't even counted those. But all these 5-star champions, I have about 94 of them. Almost 95. I'm not worried about pushing it to 95. I was hoping to get 100, but Plarium surprised me and gave us the tournament a little bit sooner than I expected. Now, I don't have Dracomorph. I'll go for Dracomorph. Other than Lizardman, I don't know if he's going to have a huge, massive boost to my account. And maybe, if you're in my bracket, if you're somebody who Draco would be a massive game changer for you, send me a message. I will not wail out. I'll save my resources for later on. But if that doesn't happen, I do plan on going hard. With that said, I do plan on streaming this. So when this tournament goes live, I will be live on twitch.tv/Tyrauku as well to go ahead and live stream this. But let's go ahead and talk about what I'm going to be doing and share some of these Reddit articles with you guys to hopefully help you prepare better. So I'll link all these down below. I'm going to go ahead and share my main display. I thought it was already being shared, but here it is. So this first one right here, this was a champion training guide for the Foley event. That was just a training tournament, so it wasn't nothing necessarily like huge, but apparently this was a big deal back then. Now, this information is all still accurate. The only difference is that it doesn't have Nightmare Campaign in here. And this is actually what I talked about with my Sir Nick champion training event. So this will be linked down below. You can check it out and read it more in depth, but this part's very interesting. So when I was leveling up these champions, one thing you may notice is that I have a lot of different affinities. So I have a good chunk of Force affinity, I have a good chunk of Magic, a good chunk of Spirit, a good chunk of Void, everything, okay? I didn't think about this until actually recently. Well, I guess a few months into leveling them, I didn't really think about it. I was just doing a lot of Incubuses, which are Force, but if you spread out the affinities, your brews are going to be more useful, right? I don't have a huge amount of brews, okay? There's some players with way more brews than I have, but I've built up a decent stockpile. Every brew you use is energy you save, okay? Most of these brews for me are going to be used in this kind of breakdown right here. So level 2, so 2-star champions, level 2-star champions to level 7, which is either one run of 12-3, which is on Brutal campaign, or use one brew to level 10. Now, when you're going through this and it's saying do these different things, this is talking about if you're going to feed that champion, obviously, okay? So before you feed a 5-star champion, level them to level 25, which is either 13 runs plus feeding a 1-star champion, or use 6 brews and feed a 1-star champion to get them to level 25. So this is a good breakdown. I really like how they share this information. They give a good breakdown on the energy. So shout out to this person. I don't know if they still play the game or not. This was created a year ago, so they may not. But this definitely has some good information if you're planning to try to push in this tournament. So definitely check this out. Look at these brews, see how this breakdown works, and decide what you want to do from there. Now, this is before Nightmare Campaign was out. However, I'm going to get into the show one thing with Nightmare Campaign. I'll also link this down below as well. Shout out to Hopeful Object. This is a good information piece right here as well. Nightmare Campaign. Now, this is all talking about if you don't have the raid card enabled. If you have the raid card enabled, you can actually level a champion from level 1 to level 10, a 1-star champion, with one run through Nightmare Campaign. So that I would recommend. It's pretty easy to do, and it's energy efficient. However, the issue you're going to run into if you only farm Nightmare Campaign, especially with the clan versus clan stuff having been going on, is you're going to run out of mystery shards, okay? So whenever you're going through these champion training events, you're going to be leveling a ton of 2-star, possibly even 1-star champions, and you're going to need as many mystery shards as you can get. So taking that sacrifice and going to Nightmare Campaign, while you'll get more experience, and it'll be more energy efficient, especially from 3 stars and above, you're going to miss out on those mystery shards, which could really hurt you in your farming. Like, I mean it. You're going to need a ton of mystery shards. 456 should be good, assuming I stick to Brutal. I can't do a ton of Nightmare, but I'm hoping that's going to be pretty good. Now, if you are good on mystery shards, go Nightmare. But this is the breakdown, okay? Energy to level a champion. This is Brutal in the blue and Nightmare in the red. So at 1-star, Nightmare is better. Nightmare and Brutal are actually equal for 2 stars. So I'm sticking to Brutal for sure. And then 3-star, energy to level a champion. Nightmare is less. Sorry. Nightmare is more energy to level a champion than 1-star, unless you do it with the raid card enabled and the experience boost as well. Then it is only 1 run versus this one. So it'd be like 16 energy versus 24. So it's actually less. It depends. If any time was a good time to have the raid card, right now would be. If you use the multi-battles from the raid card, that's nice, but that extra experience boost is going to be incredible because you're going to be running so much campaign, plus the extra experience is going to be very, very helpful as well. Now, if you play on the Plarium Play and you're wondering where the raid card's actually at, go into either LD Player, BlueStacks, get on an Android device somehow, and you can purchase the raid card from there. iOS device maybe will do the same thing, but for whatever reason, Plarium Play doesn't have the raid card enabled. But if you do have that, this is a good time to get it. So this is the amount of energy you need to level each champion. Obviously, 2-star and above is the breaking point. Basically, for me, 2-star always going to be Brutal. 1-star, if I have the raid card, I'm going to be doing Nightmare Campaign to level them up because it only takes 1 run. 3-star and above, if I want to be energy efficient, I have plenty of mystery shards, I'll do Nightmare Campaign. If I'm looking like I'm low on mystery shards, I'm going to be doing Brutal. Brutal is probably going to be 90% of my time spent, where Nightmare Campaign may just be kind of finishing touches. The biggest issue for me is going to be energy, but I think I may have a solution for that. if it's needed. I have some energy saved up, so we'll see how that works out. Now, the third thing I want to show you guys, well, this also talks about the number of runs and then the time to level a champion. Obviously, this is going to vary very heavily from person to person. My nightmare campaign, my brutal campaign farmer is Fellhound, which I will link a video at the end of this video on how you can build your Fellhound to get the minimums, to get good stats to do brutal farming, because he is going to be a very good champion if you're wanting to push this seriously. My nightmare farmer, though, does nightmare campaign, which is 12.6 instead of 12.3. She does 12.6 in about 15 seconds, I believe. It's Ray, and she does really good at it. She's in my arena gear, and it's pretty smooth. I'll show you guys her gear in case you're curious to build a Ray. To do this, she's in Savage, though. Her stats are a little bit higher than, I guess, an early game. Well, obviously early game. It's higher than probably a mid-game player will have, possibly. But if you can do this, great. She's pretty fast, pretty consistent. I haven't seen her fail it yet, so that's pretty good. I'll definitely be using her in my nightmare runs if I need it. But Fellhound's a very consistent 5 seconds. There's really no benefit to be doing a whole lot of nightmares, so we'll see, especially with the need of mystery shards. Now, the third thing I want to show you guys is the run/experience/silver. Okay, that was a difficult thing to say. This is kind of interesting. This kind of shows you like the energy, the stuff you'll save with everything, with certain things enabled, basically. So the raid boost, let's turn this off. This is just the raid card. So you'll see that for a 3-star champion, which you can do 4-star. Now, I don't know who made this graph. I found it last year during the Sir Nick event, and I wish I knew who it was. I could give credit to him now, but whoever it is, thank you for making this. This is a pretty awesome graph. I'll leave it linked down in the description below. Just go in here, make a copy. Let's go File. Where is it? Yeah, File, make a copy, and then you can edit it. You can click around, do everything that you want. So here, current level, level 1, 4-star, experience needed is 449,082. So this says number of runs to max level, 52, energy to max level, so 416. So if you want to know if you had the experience boost, which everything here was talking about with just the experience boost, nothing was assuming you had the raid card, I don't believe. But if you just had experience boost, you would need to load up 416 energy if you wanted to auto-click 3 4-star champions going through the campaign. So if you did that, you'd come back, they'd be leveled, you wouldn't be wasting anything. So that's very good information to know there. Also, you need 52 runs. However, if you do have the raid boost, you only need 352 energy or 44 runs. So this is a pretty big difference, especially when you consider you're going to be doing thousands of energy worth of runs if you really plan to win Draco. Now, my plan with this Draco tournament, for anybody who's like considering to jump in, like I said, I'll leave all that stuff down below, linked it down below, okay? So I'm not going to be spending much energy until the event goes live. When the event goes live, I should be streaming. I plan to be streaming live on Twitch. During that, my goal, so my last time, my plan was, hey, I'm going to stay above. I'm going to stay a decent amount in the lead. And then a few hours before the tournament ends, I'm going to go hard, okay? I'm going to try to stay about 10,000 points ahead. At the end, I'm going to blast. Well, that was a bad idea. That turned out to being spending more money than I wanted to. Ended up spending like $400 to get Jingle Hunter, okay? That was about $400 more than Jingle Hunter is worth, okay? I don't want him. I didn't want him at all, but I got him and I had to deal with it. This time, I'm not going to be doing that. I don't want to waste all of my 5-star champions because in reality, I don't have, 20-something champions that I want to make 6-star. But what I plan to do is at least take half of my champions and go based off of that god right here, at least half of the 5-star champions, and put, 6 brews plus 1-star champion into them to get them to level 25 to get the most efficient point usage as possible, okay? So I'm going to try to get 20,000, maybe not 20,000, but probably like 10,000 points very, very quickly. My goal is to basically discourage anybody else in my group from pushing, okay? And honestly, that's what I would recommend. I would recommend doing a lot of the work up front so that anybody in your group, especially if you're on as soon as the event starts, okay? That is very demoralizing. I'm sure you guys have experienced it before, clan versus clan, tournaments, whatever. If you wake up and you see somebody in your group already has a significant amount of points, even if you know that they could have went hard in the beginning and then have nothing else to use, it's discouraging knowing, hey, I'm 10,000 points behind and the event just started. This person wailed out so much, there's no way I'm going to keep up, okay? So keep that in mind. If you do the same thing, you're going to have a better start you're going to have a better lead, and you're going to feel safer throughout the thing. That's what I plan to do. Big lead in the beginning, but I mean, we'll see. Maybe I get in the group with a whale who's even bigger than me. I do not plan to spend anywhere near what I did for Jingle Hunter, because while Draco is very good, my credit card does not want to do that. So that is way beyond what I plan to do, especially with everything I saved up. But we'll see how everything goes, guys. Good luck to you guys if you plan to go for Draco. Hopefully this actually is the event that we all expect it to be. Clan versus clan will be starting at the same time. So this clan versus clan is going to be very interesting. Probably some pretty big points. Definitely some potential whales here. Beware though, if you start getting close with somebody, it can definitely encourage some spending. So go in, have a budget in mind, plan out what you are willing to spend. Try not to go too far above that. Like I said, when there's a big legendary at the top prize, it can definitely make you spend more money than you expected. And I mean, I don't think anybody wants to spend $400 for a Fane, okay? Keep that in mind. Whatever you spend, you could very well come out with this rat, okay? She's great, don't get me wrong, but she's not Draco. All right, so thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to click the ones that are about to pop up, and I'll catch you in the next one.